vita deportata, riposata da una lieta assurdità. Vivo il giorno di una sorte malandata, con un fremito di umana dignità. E strappando il corso di un meschino tempo, maestri seguono un delirio la magia, per salvar dal dolore di innocente agonia, con voglia di indicar la via.
I fucking love this song so much. A little bit of Italian music for Mr. Probably out of sync there. Sorry, guys. What a song. What a fucking song. Il treno. I don't know what that means. If Luca was here, he'd know. What are we doing today? This is Talco, by the way. My favorite band that I found this year. I'd never heard them before. And all of a sudden they became like literally one of my favorite bands of all time in the span of like a month. I just could not stop listening to this fucking band. They're amazing. And if you're out there and you listen to this type of stuff, if you listen to, you know, ska and punk and stuff, give it a shot. What's going on today, folks? My name is Tyler. Welcome to the Amp Sim Show, and we're checking out Nunchuck. Call me Mikey, Michelangelo. If you're old enough, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. I'm sorry if you don't know. If you don't know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. If you don't know that movie, I feel bad for you because it's such a good movie. Anyways, this is Nunchuck. This is a Marshall. Fucking Marshall. Hope we'll see if people wander in today. Also, got some new got some new sponsors to announce for the channel today. We're gonna do an official announcement. Mindsinger Guitars, based in Canada. A phenomenally priced, an insanely priced, a bananas level priced custom company based out of Canada. This company, and I'm not starting to sell it on you because we're not doing this is the first year that with this company, the companies that we're working with is just to build trust. We're not doing really anything for free. Just doing a little bit of discount on a few different things. So a guitar and some pickups. And then we are going to be from there. And what a beautiful guitar it is, guys. Beautiful guitar it is. Fantastic guitar that it is. And we're going to be doing some pickups called Aurora Tone. That is not 100% confirmed. Not 100% confirmed, but what we're going to be doing is just building some trust over 2025 with a good level of products. I hate having my curtain open because I've got these lights on, and it's like fucking crackheads walking by, and I can't have the window open to see outside because they're like, hey, what's going on in there? I see he's got lights. Let's come back later and rob him. Anyways, if you're in the comments, say hi. I won't bite. Pedro, how the fuck are you, my friend? Anyways, Mindsinger Guitars, Minzinger Guitars. We're going to be doing a guitar with a bit of a discount on that. You're going to be seeing, instead of the SIT logo, you'll be seeing a combination of screens that in one screen you'll be seeing the Mindsinger Guitars logo. Another one, you're probably going to see a Aurora Tone. We're going to see if we can we'll grow together. Canadian-based companies, as I myself am Canadian-based, that means a lot to me to be able to work with a Canadian-based company. I didn't really need a string endorsement anymore. I just don't. I just don't need it, especially because things changed a little bit at the company, and I just as I mentioned, it's just easier for me to get stuff here locally. So that's what's going to be happening. We'll be getting a little bit more into that. Check out the guitars, guys. This company has all the way custom, like custom from scratch. Base level price is $2,500 US, $3,500 Canadian. That's fucking insane for a handmade instrument. It's insane what he's able to offer. You need to check out this company. So this is what means a lot to me, is I'm able to support a company where you can go get a custom guitar for a reasonable fucking price. And fantastic guitars for a really good price. And then the pickups for a Canadian boutique winder, these are also extraordinarily well priced. Check out Aurora Tone pickups. Okay, guys, so that's my spiel for that. We'll get more into that later, but welcome them to the AmpSim universe. We're going to be doing some stuff with them. You're going to be hearing those two names a lot in 2025. And you're going to be seeing the guitar that I'll be getting is a Tempest. Is a purple with some nice gold. It's a real eye catcher, and I'll be using it for a lot of our content. Not the streams necessarily. Streams are going to be different guitars, but a lot of stuff that I do otherwise will be using the same purple, likely the same purple guitar. You're going to see different pickups will be going through, but that's part of the deals. We're getting that brilliant purple and gold guitar for a lot of the pre-recorded content, whereas streams will be a mix of things. The pickups, I'm going to be getting some pickups to put in various guitars that we have here. You'll be seeing those pickups, hearing those pickups, and seeing them quite a bit. Brilliant finishes, great prices. Check them out. All right, so we're gonna get into this now. This is Nunchuck. This is the new plugin from Luca Capozzi and Tom McCrocklin over at Polychrome DSP. I cannot wait to share this with you. So we've got clean, vintage, hot rod, modern, and we got some boosters and some stuff going on over here. Now I'm a little confused on a few different things here as to what is what. Is this 1 amp or is this 4 amps? When I switched this, I wasn't able to actually get in touch with Luca prior to this. See you later. I'm using my Charvel Skatecaster, and it's a fan-fucking-tastic guitar. He was mentioning something about the input. He wanted me to make sure I had the input correct. And it seems like I have. It seems like I'm good with the input. Cat hair. Forgot to comb my mustache before the stream. Oh, it sounds great. Guys, this is my Charvel Skatecaster. This is the Surfcaster shape, if you remember. Oh, come on, don't do this thing again where you're giving me a G and it's not a G. And there we go. This is essentially, if you remember, one of my all-time dream guitars, if I could own, is the Charvel Surfcaster. And the Surfcaster was used by Scott Ian in one video. I saw it when I was a kid, fell in love with that guitar. Ever since, I've wanted to own one. I really still, to this day, would absolutely die to own a Charvel Surfcaster. And I think that is going to be my next bucket list guitar after this whole thing gets going. I think that might be the first guitar I try to buy myself. That or a Jackson Kelly. I like guitars, guys, and I don't intend to buy a lot of really high-priced guitars. And that was one of the things with working with Mindsinger, guys, is that this company provides a guitar with absolutely brilliant woodwork, with the modern guitar player in mind, for a price that you to be paying double that price. That being said, that's the base level, is $25 US, is for what I understand on the website. So, guys, I can't wait to be able, that meant a lot to me to be able to, because I understand the majority of AmpSim users, unless they have their parents' credit card readily at the available, they can't just go out and buy a $5,000 guitar. It doesn't really work that way for everybody. So, yeah, it made me happy to be able to go and work with a company like that. Now, that being said, I really do still covet other guitars. So we'll see. Anyways, this is Nunchuck. And of course it sounds good, because why wouldn't it? Of course it sounds good. Couldn't get all the way up there. It was a bad note. That sounds delightful so far. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments. Say something today, folks. Say something. Everybody, talk to me. Come on now. Have some fun with me here. Can't wait to be able to showcase the new sponsor stuff that we've got going on, guys. Been working on this for a little bit. Talking to some different companies out there. I'm very excited about it. Also, I've been talking with a couple people in the comments of some of our videos saying that they just like, oh, there's too much talking, too much talking. Yes, these are live streams. I'm not just going to play guitar through live streams or do the Twitch thing where all I'm going to do is just occasionally burp, laugh, say hello and thank you, and play, what is it, Rock Band? Man, there's a lot of dudes playing Rock Band on Twitch and making good money doing it too. It's bananas. I don't know if it's still happening, but man, during COVID, there were dudes there making some good bank playing. I mean, these guys are really talented. That's not what we do here. In any event, we will be doing the streamlined short versions, and I will have one for Nunchuck in case you see another one pop up. They will not be called the Amp Sim Show. These will be called something else entirely. Just not fully sure what I'm going to entitle the videos yet. They will be short, 10, 20 minutes max. 20 minutes is the absolute max. No banter, no talking about life, no talking about anything else. Just the product, me, the viewer, a guitar, and that's it. So 10, 20 minutes walk through, showcasing the different parts, having some fun, playing some riffs, and showing how to get at least how to get whatever tone that I was after. So hopefully you guys will be down for that. It sounds good. So now let's go left to right. Now we've got a good tone here. Left to right, we've got a... Is the level, I'm guessing? We have a multi-mod, which is chorus, flanger, phaser, hole-in-one. This is the shadow presser, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure how that's different from the heat presser. I remember the heat presser being a really cool part of one of the McLaughlin suite. I think it was. Maybe it was in the other one too. Explode. I don't know what that is, but guess who does? Right here. Let's go over the overview real quick. Amplifier, 4 massive flavors bursting with tone. You guys know how I like to do this, right? If I'm reading something off a website to you guys, I'm going to do it with the announcer voice. So here it comes. Amplifier, 4 massive flavors bursting with tone. I laugh at myself, not the product or the words. Okay, guys, I'm not laughing at it. Just chill out. Clean, rich, raunchy, and incredibly versatile. Clean is a delight to play with or without pedals in front. Vintage, based on a legendary crunch rhythm channel with beautiful harmonic overtones. The ultimate sound of rock. Hot Rod, lower in gain with a more pronounced mid-range. Hot Rod is a total powerhouse of rhythm and lead, a true classic. Modern, tight, aggressive, and dynamic. Perfect for heavy riffs and screaming leads. Dial the gain back to reveal a more delicate side. I'm not going to do that for everyone, but now we also have the pre-effects. Okay, there is wah. Multi-mod, shadow presser, single knob compressor that distorted tones. Okay, cool. The triple whammy. A whole new level of pitch. Choose the speed of the... And now, here's one thing that Polychrome is doing really well, is their pitch effect is really good. It's a really good pitch effect. And those are tough to do and have them track properly. Okay? If you guys happen to hear a plugin come out where there is some tracking problems in the pitch effects, just report it to the developer and they can help make it better. Okay? Because these are not easy to build. You guys see Samuel behind me here? Man, he's cute. Hey, if you're in the chat, say hello, guys. We always do what we do here for you and the developers, and we have fun doing it. This channel, by the way, will never be monetized. It's just going to be one of those things that we don't do around here. We're going to be... We'll turn some... eventually come up with some merch and some other things, but generally, we like this channel just to benefit you, the user, and the developer. Work really hard to bring us this stuff, this amazing stuff. So we've got the Octaver powered by Hypertune. Octaver works for single notes and complex chords. Nice, although complex chords with an Octaver, I mean, that's up to you. A modern powerhouse, shape your gain to perfection from gentle to brutal. Nice. Green Mamba, a modified icon with 2 modes, a classic overdrive and a distortion mode. It says rat here, so I'm assuming that you can turn it into a rat, a Proco rat of some sort. Metal Charlie. We have Kabamp. What's Kabamp? An amp in a pedal with 3 levels of gain. Shish being the mildest. Hot. Okay, so this is an actual amp. Okay, so what do I do with that? And this is, by the way, the company that I was just poking around to show you guys. Oh, there's some Railhammer stuff. Hold on here. Okay, so all products. And this is the set that I'm going to be looking at right here. I'm going to be putting this pickup right here into this exact pickup right here into my yellow RG. We'll see. Start there. This is, of course, Aurora Tone. And look at, again, the price, guys. The price. $335 for a custom wound set. Canadian. That's Canadian dollars. So it's going to be considerably less US. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. It's going to be fun. Anyways, going back to it. Kabamp. Okay, let's check out the Kabamp. Now, does the Kabamp, do I need to turn off the amp to use the Kabamp? I'm curious here. So if I turn this on, do I have to turn off the amp? So let's go, wait. How do you turn off the amp? Can you? Okay, I can turn off the amp. Let's see what I got here now. Okay. Now, do I have to have it through the amp? If I go to clean, does that... That sounds pretty cool. I think it's probably supposed to be that way instead, rather than turning the amp on standby. Although you probably can get... Ah. Guys, you're killing me today in here. You're killing Pedro and I. You're killing us. What do you guys think of Polychrome DSP? Have you tried their stuff yet? Do tell in the comments. I don't mind. You know, if you'd rather lurk, I don't mind, guys. I honestly don't mind. I'm not too chatty in the morning either. Plus, I understand a lot of people watch while they're doing shit too, so it's all good. This sounds good. So the kabamp sounds good. Here's what the amp sounds like. So that's what it sounds like. Gonna bring a little bit of that down and hit this again. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, guys, honestly, check out everything that, if you haven't heard of Polychrome yet, well, they've been doing good marketing, so I don't know if I'd buy that. The last seconds of my warm coffee are nigh. They are nigh. My team does not play until 4 o'clock today, but I'm going to be with you back later on today with a fuzz stream that I promised yesterday, but I, like the Afro Man says, dun 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 dun. I was gonna do a stream, but then dun dun. I was gonna play with some fuzz, but da 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 da. I'm just kidding, guys. That is what I did, but at the same time, I actually kind of just vegged on it. I got really into talking with the sponsors yesterday. Last night, these guys are excited about plugins. All of a sudden, I'm thinking these guys are going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun together. Guys, go and check out Mindsinger Guitars. I wish I could type that in the comments. I don't think I can. All right, let's check it. We're going to continue to play around with some stuff here. Now, I'm just going to talk about a few things, a few small things I don't like right off the hop. I don't like this digital looking window here. I really don't like this little digital window that notes the tone. This is supposed to be and supposed to give people that vibe of old school Marshall. I think it's pretty clear. I don't know that it's necessary. You could definitely omit this little window and do 4 slightly larger switches that denote clean, vintage, hot rod, and modern. I just really, wow. I am not shit talking the plugin at all, because so far it sounds fucking amazing. It's feature full to the brim. This is good. Everything about it I like, but we always have to nitpick. You gotta have those, to be honest, moments. One thing I do not like is this right here. I'm not a big fan. I like that the amp is constantly visible, but I find that you have to kind of have it on the larger scale. Or you have to have a bigger monitor, etc. I don't have a very large monitor. It's not huge, it's not tiny, but this looks great in this. But I found the slightly smaller one, it really started to get, like, the mini switchers and stuff started to get very small. Very small. How's it going? Grab the bass. I'm not gonna grab the bass. Get out of here with the bass. It's terrific, guys. This is a fun guitar to play, although I will be honest, I accidentally put the wrong gauge of string on it. Of strings, rather. Put the wrong gauge. And I paid the price because now I have to have it in E flat rather than where I like to tune this guitar is in D standard. Love it. Here's another interesting question for you guys. What is the most versatile tuning out there? What is the most versatile tuning where you can still sound heavy, but still play with, like, rock tones and rock amps and such? I'm curious. I feel like that might be C sharp or D. You guys, you tell me in the comments, because I'm going to put this one guitar in one tuning and leave it there in that one tuning forever. Same gauge of strings, same everything. I'm thinking that's going to be either D or C sharp, so that I can still utilize all kinds of different plugins and not just throw it into just metal mode where it's in B and everything else. Yeah, so anyhow, this guitar sounds fun, and I like having lots of guitars around for one reason: the difference in sound. If I'm trying to get a different sound from a different sounds, and I see this in comment sections all the time. Newer guitar players maybe just like, I'm looking for that Brad Paisley sound, but I can't quite nail it. Well, what are you using for a guitar? An Epiphone Les Paul? Well, there's your fucking problem. No, a Les Paul is a versatile instrument. You can still play Southern rock and country on a Les Paul. I agree. But if you're looking for Brad Paisley tone, you're gonna need a Telecaster, and it's gonna need single coils. That's where the conversation is on. We're not even gonna start the conversation until you have a Telecaster in your hand. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people that just expect to buy one guitar and expect that guitar to be able to do everything. It'll never happen for you. You will never get one guitar, but I've got a coil tap. No, that doesn't replace a single coil pickup. It just doesn't. It's just different. So I'm going to be honest with you. If you're looking for a snappier tone, if you're looking for a certain specific tone, sometimes there is a specific pickup or a specific guitar that will really kind of needs to come into play. Okay, just being straight. Some, it doesn't really fucking matter. Like, if you're looking for the 5-finger death punch tone, dude, you can use anything. Anything with humbuckers will get you there. And not just them. I'm not picking on 5-finger death punch, although it is quite easy. I'm not picking on that. I'm not picking on that band. I'm just saying modern metal right now, if you're trying to get your favorite modern metal band's tone, usually all you need is a guitar with humbuckers and the right tuning and a high gain amp of some sort. There's a lot of stuff you can do. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, it's got that thing. It's got that thing that I look for with Marshall plugins. It's dark, but I'm assuming that darkness is gonna go away. If you know, you know. It's gonna go away when we get to the cab section. I think there's probably gonna be some other options here. All right, look what we got. We got. Are these hardwired? Yeah, they're these are linked. Can I unlink them? Can I unlink these? How do I? Hang on a sec. So I see. I can unlink them. Hang on. Wait a minute. Interesting. I can confuse it or I can keep it linked. I see what's happening here. Neat. Okay, perfect. So now here's where it might get to where some people might get a little uncomfortable and why at the same time I'm going to tell you why that's not necessary. Some people might be a little uncomfortable with this particular section because it doesn't have the 3D pin and tail on the donkey mic. And I don't see a reason why any plugin really needs that. In this case, they've done things a little bit differently, but they've also ensured that you can use your own IRs for sure. They've got the mixed, they've got the family of cabinets here, and then they've also got this stuff over here where you can mess around with speakers and your speaker size and everything else. So it's terrific. There's nothing wrong with anything that I'm seeing here. I don't need a room verb though. I've already got a room verb on. It's terrific. It sounds great. How's it going, Bo? How are you, my friend? I'm going to be on here a bit today. I'm just announcing the new, not announcing, but I'm going to do a whole full announcement post, or video rather, where we're going to just talk about the new sponsors, and go from there and just see what, but again, for the meantime, MEINZINGER, Meinzinger. If you guys want to check that out, but maybe Bo could find the link for Meinzinger and Aurora Tone and dump them both in the chat. Although, wait, it doesn't allow, does it allow links? I don't think it allows links. Dang, even just spelling it out would be fine. There will be, things will be changing. I'm going to be going back and relinking in the description, doing some other links, and you'll be able to find these links in everything we do from now for at least the next year. Yeah, you're right. P90 Les Paul standard, sure. But I mean, you're just your average Epiphone Les Paul with humbuckers in it is probably not going to get you there. Although I just realized the kid at my local guitar store made the mistake of showing me this Gibson P90 pickup, and now I've been thinking about it. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. But now I've been thinking, since he showed it to me, I'm like, do you have any pickups in the back? And I really don't sell a lot of pickups. And he's like, yeah, we got these ones, but like, we got this other one. I'm like, okay. And he shows me this P90, this Gibson P90 in a humbucker housing. And I'm like, huh, how about that? I've already got a couple of pickups like that around. A couple will be on their way to Pedro. We're using a couple guitars today. Yeah, that's where we're right there. We were right there. Check that out, huh? Let's get that up a little bit. Hold on. What is it again? This is a real nice old school thrash sound right here. Give me a second here. I can't. So bad, so butchered. But the tone right here, though. First thing I thought was like, Hetfield. And didn't he used to use a super distortion in his guitar as well back in the day? Holy cow, I like this amp. I like this sim, folks. I like it. Yeah. Downstrokes for thrash. I understand that, but you understand. Look at this wrist. This wrist has been broken twice, sprained twice, and it is in need of surgery. And I've discussed it before. My down picking ability has, like, you can see the differences between the two wrists. And there's a ganglion cyst in here as well as some severe arthritis is building. So I'm kind of getting a little worried about it. That being said, my down picking has never been my strong suit. I'm an alternate picking guy all day. I haven't played Metallica riffs in a really long time, guys, so cut me some slack. Cut me some slack. I'm in E flat, though, right? So if I'm in E flat, what I should do... I can't remember that song. Damn it, I can't remember South of Heaven at all. No. I remember it. There it is. I'm gonna learn some more Slayer riffs. Anyways. But by then he was using EMGs. I got another one. Nah, we're not gonna worry about that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna reserve the greatest. There is the one greatest, in my opinion, personally, presently in the industry, the greatest plugin for the absolute greatest plugin for Megadeth tones is going to be this one right here. Actually, in my opinion, just my opinion. Woo! That's gonna make a lot of noise. Sorry, guys. Shouldn't have done that. Thanks. That could have made a lot more than that. All right, this is my personal favorite right here. This is the JMP Pro from Membrini Audio. This is as close as you're gonna get to that Megadeth sound, in my opinion. Not that he ever really used the JMP one at all. That at really any time. I'm not sure if he ever really used that or not, but I've come really close. That's as close as I've ever come right there. Also loaded up today is Polychrome DSP's Hyper Rig. Also load up today because I wanted to see what else was going on here. And if you guys haven't seen or checked this one out, this one is another one that really should be checked out. The Carbon amp is one hell of a rhythm amp, and the Infusion amp is one hell of a lead amp. The Maple has some terrific cleans that almost sound like you've got a piezo. They've almost sounded like you've got one of those pizzos in your guitar or something along those lines. This is terrific. We're going to get to this. Still on the Nunchuck at the moment. This thing is terrific. Really enjoying it so far. We're going to take a quick break in a little bit, and I can... It's just fucking great. I've got another guitar for the second half right back there. That is my that's my Strat setup for like the DeLong type setup with the Invader, big beefy giant pickup that sounds really really fucking good with Marshall amps. The Invader always gets sort of this unfairly pigeonholed and branded as this metal pickup. It's just a metal pickup. It is most certainly not just a metal pickup. In fact, in my personal opinion, it sounds better for rock music. But hey, that's just, again, one guy's opinion. And what we haven't even got to yet is the other sections. You got a shape EQ, which is cool. I like that there's a 1K. I can take that down a little bit. Down in the 1K. I like taking things down in the 1K to 1.1 or 1.2 somewhere. Just a little dip. Mastering EQ. Then you also have a spring plate, delay, and a Verberton. Very, very cool. Lots of stuff in here. Lots of options. I like it. You'll probably dig it. Lots of shreddies in here as well. As you guys are well aware, my strength is not shredding, but we're going to try. We're going to do a tiny bit of lead work, maybe. I don't like the back and forth. Don't pong me. Not bad. Not bad. Man, not too fucking shabby. I'm not much of a lead player, so do be gentle. Be gentle, would you? So I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. If you're a football fan, an American football fan, I should say, it's your day. It's my day. My game isn't on until 4 o'clock, so I've got the afternoon to kind of play with and get some work done so that at 4 o'clock I can sit down with very little impedance and get through things. What are we running on here for time, folks? Yeah. So this thing's on intro pricing right now, if I'm not mistaken. And it's fantastic. It really is. And Tom McCracken has kind of his own built-in marketing, right? I mean, the guy's got so many friends in the industry. So many terrific guitar players have learned from him and just been schooled by him. And man, like, he just has a lot of people that are willing to do him some goodwill, and that's fantastic to have that in this industry. Hi, Sam. How are you, pal? You coming through? Are you coming through, little man? Oh man, Sam's coming through, everybody. Hang on, we got to get Sam to where he's got to go. For those of you that are not aware, this is our blind boy, Sam. There you go. Perfect. Sam always makes a fun appearance. So the vintage is nice. Let's go to Hot Rod. Squishy. Sounds good. I like it. This sounds nice. I know that, and I know you guys are thinking what I'm thinking right now. When this came out, I was actually a bit of a kind of a surprise to me. So if you guys are thinking back to when I said there was going to be a Marshall suite coming out that is incredibly versatile and all this other stuff that you guys are going to be absolutely wowed, this is actually not it. But this one is still almost exactly what I described. Although it's this is much different than what the other one I was talking about is going to involve. However, this is not the one I was kind of predicting or kind of teasing to you guys. This is something completely different. So if you were thinking back to that comment wondering if this is the one, no, not the one. But this is also extremely awesome. Was not really, I was unaware. This was sort of caught me by surprise. Nice. Black Betty, bam, bam, whoa, Black Betty, bam, 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 bam. You guys ever see that video? Every dude in the band looks like an unemployed drunk uncle from my youth. Honestly, like I grew up in the 80s and all the uncles looked like they were still out of the 60s and 70s. And all the uncles and everybody in the band Ram Jam looked like the people that would hang out at our family gatherings. It was just like a bunch of drunk unemployed uncles. We didn't really have a lot of those, but there was always one in every family, I think. There's some drunk unemployed uncle. I can't say confirm or deny if I have that in my family, as I don't want to call out my family publicly, but yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us have, it's just a joke. I think a lot of us have that one uncle, if not drunk and unemployed, that is very mysterious at the very least. I becoming that uncle myself, I realize that now, like, I am that uncle, this childless, a childless, mysterious uncle that comes and goes randomly. I am now that uncle. This is terrific. Yeah, sounds good. This thing's cool. I notice we keep getting people jumping in and jumping out today. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Welcome. Jumping in, jump out. Do what you gotta do. It's Sunday. Everybody's got shit to do on Sundays. We're trying the modern now. That's not bad. I like that. That sounds terrific. This is a terrific plugin. Whoa! We went from 10 people to 4 people in one look. What happened? Where'd everybody go? Anyways, man, I couldn't be more excited about the day today. We're only going to be here for about an hour on this one. An hour and a half, hour and a bit. And then I'm going to be back later on this afternoon with some fuzz. At some point today, I'm going to be back. I'm going to do some stuff with the fuzz. It's going to be fun. I've got just a couple. I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm choosing 2 amps. One is free. One is not free. And then we are going to stack up all the fuzz plugins I have and have some fun with them and do that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And we're even going to get NAMM Universal in there. I keep getting asked, why don't you promote NAMM Universal more? And honestly, it's just because there's just lots of other stuff out there, guys. Just lots and lots of other stuff out there that I want to promote. I don't want to become that channel that just like when you tune in, you're always just promoting their own stuff. That gets really old really fucking quick. And you can tell there are a lot of YouTubers and a lot of influencers that do it. It becomes just injecting their own stuff in a little bit, and then it becomes, the percentage goes up 25, 75, 50, 50, and then it's more like 75, 20th time. If you feel me, and then it becomes more about just like pushing their own stuff, and that's not what we're gonna do here. Definitely gonna push it hard when it comes out, and push it when there's updates and everything else. But just giving it to you guys straight why we don't promote our own stuff here a little bit more often, and that is simply because this channel was not set up to do just feed us or make us any money or anything like that. This was genuinely set up just for users and developers to connect, and for the average user to be able to connect to more companies than just the companies that have the largest advertising budget rather, and also to kind of try to start dispelling that myth that only the top 2 companies are worth buying from. And there is this really strange disbelief in the industry right now that there's only like 1 or 2 or 3 companies out there. And the rest of it is, I don't need that stuff. I've got these companies. All right, no. That's not the way to go. Sure, enjoying what one company is giving you is terrific. I'm really glad people are happy with their purchases. But that being said, there's a world out there and a universe, thank you, out there of stuff that you guys can be trying right now that sounds really fucking ripping. Really, really good. Okay? I'm just being straight. There's a lot of stuff out there right now that really sounds good, that's great for the buck, that's cheaper. And that's another thing. More expensive does not always mean better. Licensed does not always mean better. Signature artist. Just because you don't like the artist doesn't mean you won't like the plugin. All these types of things are like things we like to discuss here. And thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you. Rudy, what's going on? As far as I know, there are 4 marshals inside here. And we'll go back. Now, I have to read what Lucas said to me, but this is clean, is rich, raunchy, incredibly versatile, vintage. So I'm not really sure, in all complete honesty. You know there's got to be an 800 in here, a legendary crunch rhythm channel with beautiful harmonic overtones, the ultimate sound of rock. That could be an 800. Who knows? Lower in gain with a more pronounced mid-range, hot rod total powerhouse for rhythm and lead. Tight, aggressive, dynamic. Who knows? I think this is just their own Franken Marshall is what I'm going to call it. I think that is, they've used some directly modeled stuff, and then other stuff is more of a Franken ampy type thing that they've taken some liberties maybe. That's cool too though, because I like modified Marshalls as well. And so as far as that goes, as far as the cab goes, 20 production ready. I'm going to do the announcer voice again. Let's do it. 20 production ready speaker chains perfectly paired to each amplifier channel. Family switching allows you to mix and match speakers with different channels of the amp. Use resonance, air, multi-stage high and low filters to further shape your tone. Room adds real room ambiance to the speaker's IR loader to load an impulse response for each amp. Use the full features of the speaker section to breathe new life into your IRs. Meaning you'll be able to load an IR and still use the full selection of stuff here. Meaning if you get here, all of this stuff here in the resonance, the air, the room, and the high and low pass filter, that'll still be in play for when you use your own IR. Let's try it, shall we? How do you right click? Okay. And I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go here. Favorites, guitar, and EGA 414. And now let's just lightly see what we've got going on here. I've got to reload it when I change amps though. That's okay. I don't mind that. That's fine. I've got to go back to the folder too, but that's easy enough to change. I just want to do it. Play some guitar. It does sound really, really good, but at the same time, the other stuff sounds really, really good. I I know I'm playing it wrong. Yeah, buddy, yeah, buddy, yeah, buddy, yeah, buddy. Sounds really good. There's nothing wrong with this whatsoever. Mesorecto, how are you? Pedro, Rudy, how are you? How's everybody doing? Hey, dude, this plugin sounds great. One of the better ones for our... Yes, it is. Head over and get the free trial right now and try Nunchuck. Don't take our word for anything ever. I just realized Luca made an oopsie. That's okay. Not with the plugin. Not with the plugin. I just want to make... If Luca's watching this after the fact, Luca, I think Luca's realizing... But I don't want to make that comment and have somebody feel like there's something wrong with the plugin. There's definitely not. I just noticed something. Yeah. I don't know how this keeps getting into this list. That'll do. Some Skullbank. It's a great album. So this is Nunchuck. And of course, the Kiesel Hyper Rig is also loaded up today, but I don't think we're going to have a lot of time to get to it. I think we're going to wrap this up in just about 10 minutes here. And then I'm going to be back at you guys probably around in about an hour and a half for a fuzz stream. We're going to go and we're going to do that as well. We're going to talk more about this on these new these new sponsorships, channel sponsors. These are not necessarily endorsements. We just are moving away, obviously, from Sit Strings. So we're just going to put a couple of channel sponsors right up there. And it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be, again, guys, I'm just could not be more pumped about being able to work with two Canadian gear builders, and that are modestly priced for normal mortals and human beings to be able to get boutique wound pickups that sound fucking awesome, or incredible guitars that are literally handmade and look fantastic. Stuff that you'd normally be paying like twice the price for in both situations. I could not be happier to have found those companies to go. And I'm going to be, guys, we're small right now. But again, like I said, we've got some plans. We've got some things moving forward. We got a pedal on right now? I don't. Pardon me, guys. Why don't you ask Luca for a copy? I'll see if we can get you a copy. And I got asked in the comments of one video, why don't you ever have your why don't people ever share, like why don't I ever see developers sharing your stuff? And that's because we simply don't ask them to. I don't want them to share our streams, really. Don't really send them. I send them to them and specifically say, please don't share. There's some not safe for work language. It's a lot of chatter. Some people might just skim it, and there's not a lot of, they have to find the stuff about their products, and I don't necessarily want that. It's like skimming through 2 hours, 2.5 hours, an hour and a half, whatever. It sucks. So I just want to be able to, if they're going to share stuff for us, I want to make sure the stuff that they're sharing is going to get actually watched, because if it's not getting watched, it's not effective. These live streams are made for the people that are part of our community to be able to jump in and want to watch. The other stuff is going to be designed for the average Joe to be able to just hit play and find out all about a plugin in 10 to 20 minutes or less. So I can't. If you're a fan of, if you know, it's one of those if you know moments, as always. Anyhow, Thomas, how are you? Yes, guys, okay, so I'm going to give you my theory and my thoughts on this. This is fantastic. This is a really good plugin. This is a very solid plugin, guys. I'm going to switch guitars, and we're going to play a little bit more with this one. And then I'm going to get out of here in about 15 or 20. And then, as mentioned, I'm going to come back, and we're going to have some fun as we go here. All right, guys. So give me about 2 minutes, actually just 1 minute to switch guitars, and we'll be back at you. Doing everybody. Okay, guys. Now we're gonna have a talk here. We're gonna have a talk about. Oh, do we have to do it? Do we have to do it? Okay. So the blob audio stuff to me is a no-go. I think that they had I don't understand, actually. When I used the first blob, whatever it was called, the super blob or the power blob, they hooked me up, and they asked me for my honest opinion. They want an honest review. And I said, are you sure you want an honest review? They said, yes. I said, okay. So I made them up on a full honest review. And they never responded. There's a lot wrong with the, the graphics are very interesting and everything, but I think that I don't know. Yeah. I just definitely not a stuff that I can advocate for, but I have tried it. I can't say that I have tried it. Why does it keep telling me? Why are you telling me G? Oh, whatever. You're not a G. Why are you telling me G? There we go. E flat. Okay. Anyhow, yeah. Just gonna be a little angry with me for a minute. But anyways, no, it's gonna be a night out for me, dog. Everybody, though, please do your own due diligence. Download free trials. If there is no free trial, you don't want to buy it. That's what someone said to me. There's this plugin. I can see it. It looks cool. I'm kind of interested in it, but there's no free trial. My response is always 100% don't buy that plugin. If there is no free way for you to try the plugin, do not purchase it. Don't ask questions. Don't ask them why they don't have a free trial. That is something that is market standard at this point. In my opinion, if you don't have a free trial, you don't care. And if you don't care, why you're releasing a plugin? There are just some products that come out, guys, and we've all seen them. So you can think I'm not being mean to any one company or one developer or anything like that. I'm not going to name drop anyone. In fact, but if you're releasing a plugin and you have not done a market, like a market breakdown, what you need to do is you need to figure out, okay, we're going to price ours like this, this, and this, and this. A lot of it's strange that there are some companies that come into the market brand new and they just think we're gonna start charging $129, $129.99 for our suites because this company, and this company are doing that. That's a ridiculous strategy. Unless you have done your market research, you need to go to every competitor, every single competitor that you have in that price bracket. You need to go and try everything they have. Okay, you cannot come into this market or any other market or industry with your closed and a bunch of yes people around you saying yes, 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 yes. This sounds great. It sounds great. It sounds great. Your friends are always going to tell you it sounds great. It's going to be sent to, again, Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley. If you're only sending things to your friends, you're not going to get the right feedback. You need a beta group. A real beta group and real people to try the plugin. In any event, I'm not saying this. This is not Blob specifically. I'm just saying that this is sometimes what I see happening. And in some cases, you can just tell they haven't done that market. They haven't done that market research. They haven't tried. If you're coming into the amp sim market and you're not trying everything, Neural DSP, STL tones, Brainworks, Polychrome DSP, Audiority, try everything, and especially the stuff that you are going to be, competitively pricing yourself against. And if you're pricing yourself as good, if you're pricing yourself in premium plugin land, like Nembrini Audio or Neural DSP or STL Tones, you're pricing yourself alongside those companies, and you're not going and not trying everything they have. I'm sorry, there's no better way to say it, but you're an idiot, and you're very unprofessional. It's a very unprofessional way to do business. You cannot come in and say, well, they're charging $130. We're going to do that too. Have you tried the stuff though? And then you try it versus your own. I'm sorry, but for some of these companies, you guys, I don't need to tell you this. You guys have all tried that company's stuff. I'm not just dragging Blob Audio here. There are multiple companies out there right now not making good stuff. And you don't see them on this channel because I don't believe in the stuff that they're making. Don't want to just be like, hey guys, check out this shitty plugin. Wow, isn't it bad? Clickbait. Get fight in the comments. I'm an asshole. I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do streams like that. So in this particular situation, what I wish is that more companies that came onto the market decided that, yeah, we're going to do our market research. We're going to realize that if a new customer comes along and has never tried our stuff and tries our free trial and it's priced next to Neural DSP or STL, you guys get it. If it's priced premium, we want it to make sure it competes with sound and feel and features and looks. Everything must compete, not just the price, but everything must compete with that, with those other plugins in that price bracket. It has to happen. You cannot come onto the market with your eyes closed, earmuffs on, and just throw a plugin out there and expect it to sell based on just graphics. You're going to get a few people for sure that are going to say, ooh, it looks neat. But if there's a free trial and they try it and it's terrible, or if it has the feel of a cardboard box, or you just notice that when you're dialing things from left to right, only roughly 4 to 6 on the dial seems to actually do anything, and everything else just creates mud or fizz. That, to me, and to you guys, that should be red flag, pow, 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 red flags. And I'm sorry, but if you're pricing your stuff as up to the standard of other premium plugins, and then when people try it, there's all kinds of cardboardy lows, muddy lows, and digital artifacts all over the place. What the fuck are we doing here? That's like going out and saying you're gonna put it's like you're gonna go try to race a Civic against a McLaren, but you're gonna price the Civic the same as the McLaren. It's ridiculous to me. But all the while, it's not a Civic, it's a brand new car that they've just put onto the market. And they thought, geez, you know what? That supercar over there is priced at $300,000. We're going to price ours at $300,000, even though it's got a max speed of roughly 130 kilometers an hour. And it's got no features. You guys see where I'm going with this. I'm not dragging anyone. I'm just saying that the companies that are doing this are really just setting you up for a fall. If they don't know that their tech can't compete, they got to make it better, or they have to make it cheaper and then grow. You cannot just walk on the market with a premium priced plugin these days unless you are damn sure you've done your market research, you've put it up, you've done blind sound tests with people's ears that matter. You've sent it to some people outside of your circle of friends to try things out. You've gotten beta, it's been beta, everything is good, then fine. But you know what? You can't just climb in the ring and box. That's what I'm saying here. You can't just climb in the ring and just start throwing punches with the heavyweights, because you're gonna get knocked out. All the analogies in the world here are hopefully they're helping out. In this case, Polychrome DSP is a very good example. They came and they hit the market. They started by charging fairly premium prices, although still affordable. However, they have tech to match. They've got marketing to match. They've got ideas to match those prices. So they came out they trained for that heavyweight fight. They came up with their own supercar and they priced it accordingly. Okay? There's a difference. So this is a company that came out, started swinging, but they also brought a phenomenal, one of the best coders and programmers in the business to the table with them. So then again, you're preparing. This is preparation to enter the market and do damage, as opposed to just jumping in a fast-moving stream with no ability to swim and no one throwing you a life preserver. Okay? So I hope that, guys... let's see this guitar, remember? Positive Grid is you know what, you guys know how to get me started. Positive Grid's not even that's not even the same. That's actually not the same thing. What they actually did was a bit different. They came onto the market and decided to pay everyone to tell everyone else that they liked their shit. Not enough? Oh, this kind of sucks. Not enough money? How about we pay you more money to like it then? That kind of sucks though, really, because these other plugins are better. How about we just pay you more money to say you like it then? How's that? How about some more presets? How about your own expansion packs at 100%? Again, paid positive reviews part a lot of people in this world with their money. But you know what company does not need paid positive reviews? Is Polychrome DSP. We're going to go through a few more tones here before we get out of here. This is a Seymour Duncan Invader, the big, ballsy, beefy Alnico magnets in there, and it is a very strong sounding pickup for rock. Not my favorite pickup for metal, although it does do the job. This is definitely not what a plugin I would say I'm going to use for metal. However, what I think this is one of the greatest lead guitar suites of all time. I have barely did any lead work with it today, but I can just tell by the response of these amps that, yeah, they're great for rhythm guitar for sure. Rock rhythm, thrash rhythms. But if for modern players, where are you going to try to get use out of this? And it's going to be, for me, for you guys, I'm going to be honest, for you modern players out there, gent guys, gent gals, gent players in general, this is a plugin that you're going to want to buy for lead guitar and for solos, for shreddy parts, for just little lead parts that go in behind. Why? Because the response, the sustain, everything is perfect. This is going to be the shredder's dream. I'm going to have my friend Phil over here to the house and hope that Phil can come out and show you guys what this thing can really do for some shredding. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get it there. So, yeah, Tom, yeah. Last night we did a thing with Amp Blocker. It really is on another level right now. It is. It's a lot of gear for a great price. I'm also lazy. And this is a lazy Sunday, and I'm going to go on to be lazy in just a few minutes. Thanks for listening to that, guys. Oh, man. This part rips. Oh, my God. Got that part. That part. If you haven't heard Highlander by Lost Horizon, go listen to that right now. 100%. You got to go check. Everybody's got to hear it once in their lives. It's a 10-minute song, though, so pack a lunch. Maybe crack a beer, a bottle of wine. It's a 10-minute ride. It's a lot of fun. All right, guys. So I'm going to be back in about an hour and a half with some fuzz pedals, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I do have to leave you guys right now to go and do a few different errands and timed things that I have this afternoon. But, guys, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to come back, do some fuzz stuff. My final word, my first thoughts on Nunchuck is this is going to be roughly an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Maybe even 9.5, depending. I'm going to need more time with it, but I think this is going to be very easily 8.5 out of 10. And this thing is awesome. It really is. It's not everything can be a 10 out of 10. You might be thinking, a lot of people think, well, where's that 1.5 points going? Where do you take things off? Hey, we'll get to that in another stream. And where the only thing I don't like about this plugin is this little digital window right here. Something about this thing just pokes at me the wrong way. Apart from that, everything about this plugin is absolutely awesome. There's nothing wrong with it. So maybe this would probably be even approaching the 9 territory. If you like Marshall, you might be thinking, I already have so many Marshall plugins. There's so many out there already. Buy this one too. Because if you're a true Marshall amp fan or fanatic or a connoisseur, man, you'll want them all. And I'm one of those people that anytime a really, really good Marshall plugin comes out, I'm all over it. In this case, I need to be all over it. And thank you so much for Luca and Tom for sending it over. And you guys have done a great job on this plugin. I'm going to be doing a 10 to 20 minute run through on it once I know a little bit more about the amp itself and the plugins itself. And I can go and do that. But my final word on this is going to be go check out at very least the free trial. Impress yourself, impress your mom. It's good for 2 weeks, I think. The 2-week trial. Is it a 2-week trial? In that case, you're going to have it through Christmas. Impress your family. Do some shredding on the Nunchuck here. All right? All right, guys. I'll be back in about an hour and a half. I will see you guys then. Stoked on it. Plan to be here. I will have some dirty fuzz tones ripping their way through your ears. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. My challenge for you today is simply go and check out everything that Polychrome DSP has to offer. You will not be sad about your choices on this one. You won't regret it. Cheers, everybody. See you in a little bit.